I am Rupha Ramani and you are with Firstpost coverage of the T20 World Cup final, India versus New Zealand. We are in the Indian city of Ahmedabad and the city has come alive. In fact, while I was just driving up through the streets to try and see what the atmosphere was like, there were still so much of crowd, so many spectators, so many fans of Indian cricket gathered right outside the stadium. They were still thronging it, probably waiting to catch a glimpse of the cricket teams who will head in for their practice sessions. In fact, today is a bit of a packed day. We have New Zealand, they're training earlier with their press briefing, and of course India right after will have a late evening session. They'll also have a press briefing. It's going to be a very important one leading up to that big final. Remember, India is on the cusp of creating history. If they do cross the line on Sunday night, then they wouldn't only be the first cricket team to defend a world title, they would be the first to win a world title and defend so at home. So it's a huge opportunity, and of course with that comes a lot of pressure. With New Zealand too, it's probably the thought of being in a venue that is going to be so partisan. They're going to have a very small percentage of crowd really supporting them. They're the nice guys. Of course, we've had some lovely battles with New Zealand. We've got lovely memories of watching New Zealand playing India as well. So a lot of kind of a different sort of a pressure on this opponent. So that's what it looks like. But if I have to get back to the city itself, I remember when I was here in 2023, when India took on Australia in that ODI World Cup final, there was a lot of buzz and there was a lot of symbolism of the fact that a World Cup has come to the city. Right from the moment I exited the airport, you could see a lot of memorabilia, you could see a lot of pictures and images reminding you that you're here in the venue that's going to host a World Cup final. I didn't see a lot of that this time around. Also probably because the city itself has probably kept its fingers crossed, hoping that maybe if they do not do so much or do not show so much evidence of a World Cup final about to take place, maybe things would go India's way on the field. But that aside, the excitement, the buzz, the kind of energy and anticipation for a World Cup final is undeniably there. It's evident. There are so many people selling jerseys outside, different jerseys being sold. There are a lot of fans thronging outside, and it's going to only double up, in fact multiply to an incredible amount come Sunday. And we'll be, of course, here getting you all updates, all happenings from around the ground, what we can expect at the pitch, what can we expect from the two teams, what did the captains say. All of that will come your way, and of course including special exclusives and voices surrounding the cricket fraternity here in the city and their thoughts on what promises to be a cracker of a battle.
A quiet morning in Nara. A campaign speech on a street corner. Former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe addressing a small crowd. Cameras rolling, supporters listening, and then 2 shots rang out. In seconds, Japan was in shock. The country's longest-serving prime minister struck down in broad daylight, in a rare act of gun violence in Japan. Catch the full story on the assassination this Sunday at these times.